In Los Angeles, Private Detective Ethan Ward woke up in the middle of the night. At exactly 3:07 a.m., his phone rang. A hidden number. A deep, cracked male voice spoke only one sentence. "She's waiting for you. She knows you very well." The moment Ethan heard that voice, his heart began to race. Because only one person had ever said those words. The killer from the only case Ethan failed to solve 7 years ago. Ethan walked to the window. Outside, the dark street trembled gently in the wind. Car headlights flashed across his house for just 1 second. And in that brief moment, Ethan noticed something. A black SUV was parked outside. Tinted windows. Engine off. But someone was sitting inside. The phone rang again. This time the voice said, "If you want to meet her, come to the abandoned warehouse on Harbor Street." Ethan grabbed his 9mm pistol, got into his car, and drove off. On the way, memories of the old case came flooding back. Emily Carter, 29 years old, disappeared without a trace. Never found. The only clue, a strange message written on the wall. "He waits." And now, someone was repeating the same words. When Ethan entered the warehouse, he felt the cold, dusty air mixed with a sharp chemical smell. Only one light was on. In the narrow beam of that light, Ethan saw a silhouette. A woman, terrified, shaking, her hands tied behind her back, fresh bruises on her face. She whispered, "The man who took me, he's still here." Suddenly, the light went out. Total darkness. Footsteps echoed through the warehouse. Ethan fired his gun, but no one fell. The light flickered back on. The woman was gone. Only a single sheet of paper lay on the floor. On it was one sentence. "7 years ago you failed. Tonight, you repeat." Beneath the paper lay something familiar. Emily Carter's silver necklace. Still warm, meaning someone had placed it there just seconds ago. A cold breath brushed against Ethan's neck. Someone whispered right into his ear, "I'm watching you, Ethan." Ethan spun around instantly, but no one was there. Only the warehouse doors slowly screeching shut in the dark. At that moment, Ethan understood. This night was only the beginning. Someone was playing with him. Someone alive. Someone intelligent. Someone very, very close. When the warehouse doors slammed shut, Ethan lifted his gun and leaned against the wall, trying to steady his breath. Inside, the silence was so heavy it felt like it was swallowing every sound. Then suddenly, in the pitch dark, his phone rang. Ethan answered. That cracked, soulless voice returned. "I left only one person for you today. The rest will be tomorrow." Ethan's face froze. The rest? Who? How many? He thought. He scanned the warehouse. Something metallic glinted under the floor. He knelt and looked closer. It was a camera, small, black, staring straight into the ceiling light. The killer was watching Ethan live. Every move. Next to the camera, a small note. "He knows you very well. More than you think." Ethan's chest tightened. Only someone from his past could write something like that. He rushed back to his car and opened an old case file. Photos, evidence, notes from 7 years ago. All spread out again. And then one picture froze him in place. Jacob Hale. His partner. They worked together for 7 years. Jacob took the failure hard and left the force, claiming emotional pressure. But the strangest thing, Jacob had mysteriously disappeared, just like Emily. Ethan remembered Jacob once saying, "He's waiting for you, Ethan. You don't understand." The exact same words the killer had just said. As Ethan drove away from Harbor Street, the black SUV reappeared near the shipyard. This time it didn't follow him, just waited. But someone was inside. Ethan stopped the car and approached carefully. Nobody seemed to be there, but a black t-shirt lay draped over the steering wheel. Ethan recognized it instantly. Jacob Hale used to wear that same shirt every single day. Under it, another note. "Your partner knew me too. He's gone. Now it's your turn." Ethan's hands went cold. The killer might have murdered Jacob, or worse, used him. His phone rang again. This time the voice wasn't whispering, it was laughing. "Ethan, you're moving too slow. I'm watching everyone you care about. If you don't find me by 3:07 a.m. tonight, someone else disappears. Ethan gritted his teeth. Who? Who are you taking next? The voice chuckled. Someone close. Very close. But you don't even realize it. The call cut. Driving fast, one thought burned in Ethan's mind. He knows me personally, and knows someone close to me. Then it hit him. Lily Sanders, the criminal psychologist working with him, the only person he had been spending time with recently. He didn't reach her in time, because when Lily stepped out of her house, the black SUV stopped in front of her. Ethan saw it from afar. The door opened. Someone grabbed her, trying to pull her inside. Ethan shouted, "Lily, run!" But Lily stood still, lifted her head, turned slowly. Her expression wasn't fear. It was familiarity. She whispered, "Ethan, it's too late." The SUV sped away. Ethan ran, but it was useless. Only one small item lay on the ground. A pendant, exactly like Jacob's. Ethan picked it up and whispered shakily, "So, he's not alone." In the darkness, only one truth remained. The game isn't over, and Ethan's enemies are not one, not two. They are a group. Ethan stood frozen where Lily had been taken, struggling to catch his breath. The trail of the black SUV faded into the distance. The night was silent, yet inside it echoed a single trembling whisper. He is not alone. Ethan immediately jumped into his car and called Lily. The phone rang 5 times. Then someone answered, but it wasn't Lily. That familiar, deep voice. She's waiting. Until 3:07. The call ended. Ethan wanted to contact the police, but something inside told him they couldn't solve this, because the killer wasn't hunting Lily. He was playing with Ethan. Ethan rushed to Lily's office. No one was inside. The air was cold, the room unnaturally clean, like someone had been preparing it. On the desk, he found Lily's personal notebook. As he flipped through the pages, he froze. This was not a psychologist's ordinary notes. She had written everything, the day she met Ethan. Her first day at work, every little thing Ethan ever said. But the most terrifying part, on the last pages were written Ethan's private thoughts, his fears, his habits, even the emotional wounds he'd carried from a case 7 years ago. One more page remained. At the top was written, Target 07, Ethan Ward. Ethan's hand turned ice cold. Just then, the monitor in the corner flickered on by itself. Lily's face appeared on the black screen. She was smiling. "Ethan, you finally found me." Ethan froze in place. "Lily, what does this mean?" Her voice was calm. Too calm. Freezing. "I studied you. For 7 months. Every friend, every fear, every mistake. Now you understand. I'm with the ones who took me." Ethan shouted, trembling with rage. "Why? Why me?" Lily lowered her eyes, then smiled again. "Because 7 years ago, you didn't find her. Emily Carter. Remember? That's when the game began." Ethan felt his heart burn. Suddenly, the screen split into 2. On one side, Lily. On the other, a man sitting in a dark room, staring at the camera. His face was mostly hidden in shadow. Only his mouth and one eye were visible. Ethan stared hard. Jacob." The man's lips moved slowly. "Hello, partner." Ethan whispered, You're alive." Jacob tilted his head. "I'm alive, but I am not the same." The camera zoomed in. Jacob's visible eye was no longer human, empty, merciless. "We are the He Waits group. We choose people like you. We test them. We break them." Ethan trembled. "Lily, is she part of you too?" Lily nodded. "My task was to bring you into the game. Now the second stage begins." She added one last sentence. "Every target must face their deepest fear. Your fear is not being alone. Your fear is reaching the truth." The screen went black. The room fell into darkness. Ethan stood silently. Then behind him, the door creaked open. Someone turned on the light. At the door, stood a woman, her face pale, eyes wide, lips trembling. She whispered, "Ethan, my name is Emily." Ethan nearly fainted. The woman who had disappeared 7 years ago was alive, but her final words froze his blood. "They chose me too, and the game is not over." Standing at the doorway, Emily trembled as she stepped toward Ethan. She looked human, yet something in her eyes was broken. Years of captivity, mental torment, chains no one could see. She grabbed Ethan's hand. "Move, they're coming back." Ethan pulled her outside toward the car. The wind had grown stronger, and the entire city felt unnaturally silent, as if the night itself had stopped breathing. While Ethan drove through the empty streets, Emily whispered, shaking, "For 7 years, I waited for only one thing. You." Ethan frowned. "Why me?" Emily's eyes filled with tears. "Because they chose you. I was only bait. The real game is about you." Ethan stopped the car at the side of the road. He could no longer hide the truth weighing on him. He reached out his hand. "Emily, this time I'm not leaving anyone behind." At that moment, headlights flashed behind them. A black SUV, just 15 meters away. Ethan hit the gas. The SUV followed. As they raced through the streets, Emily screamed, "They want you alive." Not anyone else, him. Abandoning the car, Ethan pulled Emily into an abandoned subway tunnel. Only the hum of cold metal pipes and the slow drip of water echoed around them. Then, footsteps echoed along the dark tracks. Lily appeared. No gun, only cold, calculated determination in her eyes. "Ethan," she said quietly, "stop running. The game is over." Ethan aimed his gun, but Lily raised her hand. "If you shoot, listen to the truth first." Ethan froze. "Jacob, he's just our shadow, not the one in charge. He's a victim too. Our real leader is someone you already know." Ethan's gun slowly lowered. "Who?" Lily smirked. "Not a stranger. When this game began 7 years ago, they were already here." Then Emily took one small step back. Her expression changed instantly. Ethan turned toward her. Emily whispered, "I'm sorry, Ethan." His eyes widened. "What?" Emily smiled. "Cold. Familiar. Terrifying. I'm with them too." Emily dragged her hand down her face, wiping away layers of protective makeup. What Ethan saw beneath it was someone he had never met, yet somehow recognized. Emily wasn't Emily at all. Her real name, Marianne Hale. Ethan froze. "Hale, Jacob's sister." She nodded. "We were both assigned to test you. Jacob broke your mind, and I'm here to finish it." Ethan looked around. Lily on the left, Marianne in front, darkness behind. Nowhere to run. Lily's voice echoed through the tunnel. "It's 1 minute until 3:07. At that moment, someone must be chosen, you or her." Marianne looked at Ethan's trembling gun. "Go ahead. Kill me. End the game." Ethan's voice shook. "This game has to end." He pulled the trigger. A single shot lit up the tunnel. No one knew who it hit. Lily's distant scream echoed. Someone fell, Marianne, or Lily, or, after the sound faded, the tunnel went silent. When dawn finally touched the sky outside the city, police officers rushed into the subway tunnel and found Ethan Ward. He was sitting on the floor, frozen, the gun still in his hand. He wasn't looking anywhere, only at the ground. An officer approached. "Ethan, what happened? Who did you shoot?" Ethan remained silent for a long time. Then he slowly raised his head. No fear, no confusion, nothing. He spoke a single sentence. "It's not over." There was no one beside him. No bodies. No blood. Lily, gone. Marianne, gone. Jacob, gone. As if the night had swallowed everything. Ethan looked at his phone. A new message glowed on the screen. "Next target. You are ready." On a white background, a single black symbol. He waits. The story ends here. But for Ethan, this was only the beginning.